Look at that. We got some apricots here, huh?
And here's a couple more.
Beautiful. So many apricots. I pruned this thing hard last year, and let me just tell you, we got a bumper crop. So we just picked up a fat bowl, and we're gonna dry them out.
Look at this apricot. Isn't it pretty?
They're so beautiful.
This one is almost pink.
Yeah, look at that. Let's put those in the bowl.
I got a
Wow, look at them all.
of them.
So we're gonna wash all these apricots. You know, they're grown organically, but there's dirt and bugs and stuff, so we gotta rinse them all off. Give them a good soak and clean them up. When dehydrating fruit, I like to use coconut oil as a spray. It helps keep the fruit from sticking to the tray, and it doesn't taste funky like olive oil would. Just give a light coating on each tray, and that should be just fine. So apricots are a stone fruit, and there are free stone and cling stone. Free stone is like this. You slice it down the middle, and the stone comes free, or the seed that is. Now, a good example of a cling stone would be like a peach or a nectarine that has all those little jaggedy holes for the fruit to grab onto. So, apricots are easy. Slice them down the line and split them apart. You're going to want to take your time cutting off any bad bits, anything maybe a bird's pecked at or a bug is eaten, but the rest of that fruit is good. So go ahead, grab a friend, grab a knife, grab a cutting board, and fill up those trays. You know, one thing to consider, when you dry this fruit, the fruit at the store is like bright orange when you get it. Well, that's because they put a bunch of sulfur and stuff in there to preserve it and make it pretty. But we're just going to do it the natural way. We're just going to dehydrate it. So be aware, they're not going to be like this pretty orange color. They're going to be brown and shriveled. But you know what? They're going to be delicious. They're going to have that amazing apricot flavor. They're going to be so fun to munch on. Your kids won't be able to put them down. So prep those trays, load them up, get ready, because they're gonna be delicious. Dang, can you see how fast we're working? Look, nobody got cut or hurt at all. So this is a Nesco dehydrator, and I've been using it for years. It's pretty good. I've used ovens as well, and I have another video showing the Breville, so check that as well. So what we're gonna do, plug it in and crank it up to 135 degrees. We're gonna keep checking this every so often. This is probably like the first hour in, and you can see it's just starting to dry around the edges. You see the top is kind of like curled over a little bit, and here we go. This is about 4 hours in. You can see it's definitely starting to shrink. So we'll go back for more. I actually shut it off for the night after this and start it up again the next morning. Since this is a halfway point, we're going to rotate the trays. That just basically means we take the bottom one and move it to the top, and vice versa. So you see how it's just reorganized like that. And we're gonna fire it back up. What's inside? There you go. We're done. This was another 4 hours in the morning, and you can see they are much, much smaller. And if you touch them, they're gonna be soft and squishy. Listen, like this video if you do, subscribe, share, tell your friends all about it, and by all means, why don't you try and dehydrate some fruit on your own? You'll be glad you did. Look at that. Nice and squishy. They're delicious.